before anything else. This video is strictly educational. Only test these techniques on systems you own or systems where you have explicit written permission. Unauthorized access is a crime in every jurisdiction. 117 million LinkedIn accounts, 500 million Yahoo records, all stolen through SQL injection. This attack is over 20 years old, still ranked in the OWASP top 10, and it is still working today. Here is how. SQL is how web apps ask databases for data. A login query says, "Find me the user where the username and password match. Return a row." Success. Return nothing. Denied. The bug happens when the developer builds that query by gluing user input directly into a string. The database cannot tell where the code ends and the data begins. That is the opening an attacker needs. The attacker types admin, then a single quote, then or 1 equals 1. That quote closes the username string early and injects new SQL logic. Since 1 always equals 1, the where clause is always true. The query returns every single user. The app grabs the first row. That is the admin account. Login granted. No password required. The fix is a parameterized query. Instead of pasting the input into the string, you use named placeholders. The database driver sends the query structure first, then the values separately. They never mix. No matter what the attacker types, single quotes, or statements, anything, it is always treated as literal data, never as SQL. This one change makes the entire attack impossible. Level 2. The attacker does not just want a login bypass, they want data. Union injection appends a second select onto the original query. First, they probe to find how many columns the query returns. Then, they query the information schema, the database's own internal directory, to list every table name. Once they have the table names, they can dump anything. Usernames, password hashes, credit card numbers, and the output appears right in the normal search results. 3 layers of defense here. Parameterized queries make union injection impossible. The payload becomes literal data and never executes. Pair that with a least privileged database account. The user your app connects with should only be able to read the tables it actually needs. And a web application firewall like Cloudflare or Mod Security adds a last line that catches automated scans before they reach your code. Level 3. Here is where it gets interesting. Some pages are injectable, but return no visible output at all. Attackers get around this with Boolean blind injection. They send 2 almost identical requests, one with a true condition, one with a false, and watch how the page responds differently. That difference is an oracle. Is the first character of the admin password A? Page loads normally. Yes. Page breaks or returns empty. No. 1 character at a time, they reconstruct the full value. And this is why it is a genuine threat, not a classroom exercise. A 25-line Python script automates the entire thing. It loops through every character position, tries each character, checks whether the response matches the baseline, and assembles the extracted hash 1 letter at a time. What would take hours manually runs in minutes. The attacker walks away with the full password hash. Level 4. Now the app has absolutely no visible difference between true and false. Same response, same content every time. But MySQL has a sleep function. The attacker injects a conditional. If the first character of the password is A, sleep for 3 seconds. They measure how long the response takes. 3-second delay means yes. Instant response means no. The database's own clock becomes the channel for leaking data. Attackers do not run any of this by hand. They use sqlmap, an open-source automated injection tool. You point it at a URL with a parameter, and it auto-detects the injection type, tries every technique we just covered, enumerates all databases and tables, and dumps the rows. What we walked through across 3 video sections. sqlmap does in under 30 seconds, fully automated, no SQL knowledge required. The complete picture. Parameterized queries are non-negotiable. They shut down every attack level covered today at the source. Add a least privileged database account. The user your app connects with should only be able to select from the tables it actually needs. Validate input on the server side. Use an allow list, not a block list. Never expose database error messages to the user. Every error is free intelligence for an attacker, and a web application firewall rounds it out, catching automated tools like SQLmap before they fingerprint anything. SQL injection is a completely solved problem. Parameterized queries exist in every language, every framework, and they cost nothing to implement. The only reason this attack still works in 2026 is because someone chose not to use them. Now you know exactly how it works and exactly how to stop it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.